Journal with Me series. I'll be working from the Beyond My Fence USA Travel Journal, which is available on Amazon and on my Etsy shop. So let's get started. Today I'm going to be journaling on my latest trip to Georgia. Here's a little hack for those of you who journal on non-spiral notebooks or are even using the Beyond My Fence Travel Journal. Have a binder clip like this one, and then clip it to the bottom or the top of your page and keep it lying flat while you work. It honestly makes journaling so much easier because it's a hassle to try and keep the book open while you're writing or decorating a page. I decided to only leave the clip on the bottom of the page, but feel free to clip it wherever you think is best. Before I start on any page, I like to lay everything I plan on using down on the page just to get an idea of how much space I'm going to need for the elements and how much space I'll have to journal or add some doodles. All the elements that I'm using today I actually printed on sticker paper and used my Cricut Maker to cut them out. I like doing this because that way I don't have to mess with glue and I save myself a trip to pick up the pictures at Walgreens. Also, the stamp sticker you see on the bottom right corner is part of my travel stamp collection on my Etsy shop. I have one made for every single state in America and I'm working on all the countries and territories around the world too. You can check it out through the link in the description or the link tree in my bio. I knew I wanted to write White Christmas somewhere on the page because it actually snowed on Christmas Day at the cabin we were staying during our trip. But I have major commitment issues, so I like to letter in pencil first and then go over with a pen just in case I hate how it looks the first time I write it. I ended up erasing and redoing the lettering a few times this page. After sketching up the headline I wanted for the page, I started working on the state flag. I'm using the fine liner color pen. I really like this pen because it has a marker feel, but it doesn't bleed through the page. I also wanted to fill in the middle of the Georgia state flag, which is white, so I chose a cream color because white marker on white paper wouldn't work out. Next, I filled in the arrival and departure dates at the top of the page. I used the Pilot G2 pen in a 38mm width. This is my absolute favorite pen in the world. I use it for everything. 10 out of 10 recommend. So now it's time to start sticking my different elements. I start with a Georgia travel stamp sticker and I place it over the outline on the page. I wanted to draw scenery before placing my Polaroid stickers, so I grabbed my pencil and I started sketching out a road. And then I used a G2 pen to make it darker once I like how the sketch turns out. To make these Polaroid stickers, I drew the Polaroid frame on Procreate and then I imported the picture to the app and I made it fit inside the square. It's a little life hack in case you don't own a Polaroid camera but you want to create that effect. Me, I am that person. I decided I want to write something on the Polaroid frame like you would a real Polaroid, so I grabbed my Art Minds permanent marker. This is a great permanent marker because it has a thick and a thin tip, but I only recommend using this pen if you're going to write on top of a sticker or a heavy cardstock because it does bleed heavily. But since I didn't want it to rub off the glossy sticker, I thought it would be the perfect marker. I write Wild and Free on the large sticker. I finish adding all the stickers and elements that I had, and I start filling in White Christmas that I had sketched at the beginning. I try to do a bit of a faux calligraphy, so I write it out in cursive and then I go back and make the downstrokes darker so it gives more of a calligraphy vibe. I then make a little sign with the name of the waterfall we visited in Georgia because honestly it's been like 6 months since I've been there and I didn't even remember what it was. I had to go back through my pictures and find it, so it would be nice to just have it there so I can look at it and remember. After looking at the page for a while, I thought there was a lot of white space between the road and the top pictures, so I decided to add some mountains to the scenery since we stayed in a cabin in the Blue Ridge Mountains during our vacation. I outlined the mountains with my black pen and then I colored in with regular colored pencils. I wanted to go for wintry colors, so I made the mountains blue, pink, and purple. I then used my fingers to blend the darker shading with the lighter shading. It just helps make everything look smooth. I go back and erase any pencil sketch lines that might be showing now that the pen is dry, and then I lightly shade the road with a gray color to give it some character. Also, I just thought it looked really neat with the mountains colored in and the road not. I write in a couple more memories from the trip, like the fact that we kept forgetting our face masks every time we stopped at a rest stop, and then I wrote in Blue Ridge Mountains, and voila, I'm done. That's how the final page came out. Thanks so much for watching. Alright, see you later.